Hi, I am Lydia Karemi. I'm a counseling psychologist and a marriage and family therapist. Welcome to H Consult Limited, where we offer therapy services ranging from couple therapy, premarital counseling, individual therapy, family therapy, mental health group therapies, workshops, and trainings. We talk, you heal, I don't judge. Visit us at the Spa Mall, Vicar Road. Our offices are on the second floor, room number 18 or S21. We look forward to seeing you. Get our contacts on the screen. See you soon.
Coming up on the Rawder Kidula Show.
This other friend who had connected me initially to her is one who was telling me, now that girl is nice. You remember I told you earlier that she had said that she would be tested for HIV.
Yes.
So I had withdrawn my interest.
Yes.
I think at one moment, Joan thought that I'm a fake pastor.
I got my baby, our firstborn, in March 2014. A few months later, I conceived my secondborn.
Yala.
And
did you plan or God?
God planned for us. He surprised us.
Let me tell you, God made us broke.
It's enough. And then He understands my language of love, even now when He's patient with me.
How does fighting look like here? How do you fight?
This is the Rodah Kidula Show.
Hey there, once again, welcome back or welcome to the Rodah Kidula Show, a space where we talk about marriage because it's actually working. Marriage works, and we have people who are doing their best and enjoying healthy marriages out here. So thank you so much for clicking on the link and being part of this community. And we are recording this from H Consult. I told you that anytime you see someone who needs therapy or you need therapy, family therapy, adolescent therapy, group therapy, personal therapy on personal development, any type of therapy, please reach out to Lydia Karemi. She's located at Ruiru Spa Mall, second floor. And there's always a video in the beginning of my videos giving you more information on that. So reach out. Also check out the description of this video for her number. Well, today I'm excited because backstory, the first Sunday of April 2025, I visited Mamlaka Hill Chapel, Ruaka, because I had been passing through that road going to Two Rivers Mall, and we kept saying together with my friends, one day tutakasirika, we will get mad. It doesn't sound well in English, but we will visit this church. So that day came and we visited Mamlaka Hill Chapel, Ruaka, and we have been visiting for 13 weeks now. Yeah. The people will tell me, just say you moved. We have been visiting. And I met their senior pastor, Reverend Mwaura. It's Reverend, right?
Yes.
You know, there are people, Reverend Pastor. I get the name properly.
It's okay.
The senior pastor, Reverend Mwaura. And one day I was outside and then he said hi. I was like, how do you even know me? You are the senior pastor. How? Sometimes I don't think people kind of watch the show. I should stop. I should know people actually watch. Important people. You guys are very important watching the show. So that's how I met our senior pastor at Mamlaka Hill Chapel. Before that, I'd actually gone for the ladies' fellowship. It's called Anchored. And I had met the wife without knowing she's the wife, because she was the one moderating the event. We had an awesome session. And guess what? They are here today. Yay! Relations. Yeah. So welcome so much.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to have you. And what we do here is we introduce each other.
Okay.
So please introduce this lovely lady to us.
All right.
Yes.
I'll ask you a question later about maybe when you saw her in Anchored, what you thought. Maybe you thought she should have an awesome husband. Or you can connect her to an awesome husband. Then you found it to me. You mean your Nico.
I actually, when you introduced me to her, I was like, oh, so this is there. Oh,
yeah.
But and now I thought she's so humble. Mm-hmm. I have met senior pastors' wives. Yeah, so she was just there telling us, go eat mandazis, thank you for coming. Like, she was so welcoming and so humble. Okay. She didn't have that air of, I am yeah. Okay. So when I finally met her, I was like, this lady is so humble. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, maybe I can introduce
Please
her.
Please
do. This is Joan Mwaura. She's been my friend and my wife. I met her in 2010, January 3rd, 2010. Mm-hmm. And she's a mother to our two beautiful daughters, Tash and Wema. And she really does help me in ministry. Her background in training is BCom. She has a diploma in IT, but mostly she opted to take care of our children and help us just managing the dynamics of home. Mm. She's very passionate about things to do with ladies, women, and also just being able to host. She's an awesome host. She has hosted many, many people in her house, or in our house for that matter. Mm-hmm. She's the last born, you won't believe. Yes, she's the last one. She grew up in a pastor's house, so she's a PK in that regard, and she loves the Lord. Oh. And she's very, very generous. That's one of the things that really did attract me to her, especially the area of food. The area of food. She's such an awesome cook. Yeah, I think that's it from me about Joan.
What's her personality like?
Many people actually don't know, but my wife is, she's very extroverted. Yes, if you get to know her. Mm-hmm. Very extroverted. But she's very, very passionate. And so she comes out as choleric in a way. And at home, she's the one who talks much. She's the one who, gives direction and many other things that I really do love. At home, I tend to be quiet, so she picks it up from there. Mm-hmm. But my wife is extremely fun, by the way, to be with. Mm-hmm. Those who know her closely, they will tell you that I'm the most boring person.
Really?
Yes, because I'm in the public out there, but maybe in private quarters, I just want to be silent. So I'm very boring. So some people who come to me expecting the energy that is out there, they get quite confused. But again, Joan picks it up there and we match it up.
Wow.
She grew up in Nakuru. Mm-hmm. Well, she grew up in Nakuru. Oh, no, she didn't. Sorry. She has grown up in many places. Yeah. But her home is in Nakuru, just as mine. But we met here in Nairobi. Yes.
Wow.
And that's it, I think.
That's a great introduction. Mm-hmm. I know. Now the standards have been set.
My goodness.
Please introduce this gentleman.
People might think you're silenced at home.
Or that I'm silent.
Yeah.
Should I tell them the truth?
And this is Philip Mwaura, my husband of 14 years this year, and a good friend for 15 years. Yes. And he's a wonderful father to our children, Wairimo and Jerry, 11 years and 10 years. Mm. Yeah, he comes from Nakuru. And one of the things I love about him is his intentionality and love for God's people. Mm. And he loves his job as much as he loves his family as well. I enjoy his company a lot. Mm-hmm. I look forward to seeing him in the evening because he's a good company. I mean, he's a good friend and stories. He enjoys my stories, so I have someone who listens to my stories. And he's a pastor. Mm-hmm. I support him in ministry. He's a senior pastor at Mamlaka Hill Chapel, Ruaka. Mm-hmm. Yeah, anything
His
else.
personality, we know him as an extrovert.
Just like he has mentioned, he's an extrovert outside.
In public.
In public, yes. At home, he has just said he's silenced.
Silence.
He's silenced. At home, but he doesn't talk much. At home.
He said you take over.
I take over from there.
There's something you've said.
Yes.
That he's been your husband for 14 years and a friend for 15.
Yeah.
You got married a year after knowing each other.
A year after.
Yes. We briefly met in November. That was on November 29th.
2009.
2009.
Yeah.
But it was a brief encounter. But then after that, we met on... I got her number and called her. And we agreed to meet on January because we are in the village when you come back to the city.
Oh, now you're in the village. Where is this brief meeting happening?
It was in Pangani. I told you your friend invited me to her place.
Yeah.
So that's why I got to meet her. Because it was a birthday bash of some friends and for her family members. She's the one who was hosting it.
Yeah.
And so my friend had invited me there and, told me, come, you'll find a girl here who you might like. Oh. That was the plan. So when I went to her place, she didn't know that actually I was there to survey.
Ooh.
So I was there for other purposes. But I wasn't really impressed. I wasn't impressed very much. Do you want me to say why?
We have to know why.
I said something that will have costed me.
Oh.
That was careless.
You said something careless. During the party.
During the party. And most of the people in that party were not born again.
Oh.
I was the only one born again and him. And maybe my sister.
Yes,
my
your
sister was present. Yeah, but the rest of the people, they were not.
Actually, they were drunk.
Somehow.
But they are people that are close to her because they are relatives.
Yeah, relatives.
Yes.
And so I said that
they started sharing actually.
Yeah.
That they need to go and be tested for HIV. VCT in a VCT center.
Yeah.
So that's what they were sharing. These friends.
That's the story.
Yeah, that was the story. Then Joan jumped into their story. What did you say?
I said, I've never tested for HIV. I need to go and test. Then and I don't know. And they said I'll go tomorrow. So that was careless. And then he was shocked.
So I was shocked. This girl that a friend has told me to come and survey. She's even planning to go and for HIV test. What is it? I said this one is enough. So and she didn't know that.
Who go doubt themselves.
Definitely. Where have you been? And so we withdrew my interest.
Yeah.
Then after that, the friend who had hooked me up with her told me, by the way, she's a good girl.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not telling this friend what I had. Say, maybe you should try.
Yeah.
And this friend actually is a lady.
Oh.
She's actually a lady who is connecting me to another lady. To me, you guys, you can match. She's born again, you're born again, you have passion for ministry, there's something there. So when my friend insisted, that's when I called her.
Yeah.
But she didn't pick up my call. She didn't have my number anyway. And I tried to call like 17. You found 17 missed calls.
Why are you calling someone 17 times?
I know. If I don't pick the first time, wait, I'll call back.
No, I was calling back after every 5 minutes. Whatever you are doing, after every 5 minutes, you need to
check your phone.
Exactly. So then I told her, and then I invited her for maybe we can be able to hang out together. But to dismiss me, she agreed that she'll show up. You're not serious.
I wasn't serious.
Yes.
Because I was in the middle of, I was just coming out from another relationship.
Oh.
And it's like I I was feeling like I need to give that guy another chance, you know?
Oh.
You know that moment you're in between, I feel, can I forgive him? Let me just forgive him. So that Sunday when he told me we meet, that was that January 2010. Now my ex that time had requested me that we meet. We talk things out.
Yeah.
So I was.
I love the way he's smiling.
Yeah, and I was planning. I think, let me go for this one.
Yeah.
Oh, who is this guy? I don't know him. So that's how I don't know how I ended up.
You dismissed. It's because I called you the previous night.
Yes.
And I told you that tomorrow we still have our date.
Yeah.
We just closed over the new year, and now on 2nd January 2010, I called her, hey, we still have our date tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so she's a nice girl, so she agreed to come. But this is a funny part.
Yes.
She was to come to where we were staying. We used to be 3 of us, three cousins. So a lady and 2 jamas.
Yeah.
The house was a bit bigger. So I invited her there because I didn't have money to take her out. Actually, I only, from the village, you know the way you go and shine in the village there and you're broke.
Yeah.
Because I just finished campus, so I didn't have a job. And I was waiting to join internship in Bamnaka. And so I only had 30 shillings. So she said that she's coming. And now I wondered you know the way before you go for Christmas, the way you finish food in the house.
Everything.
So there wasn't anything. And so she's coming and I don't have money. I can't make anything. There is no sugar. There is nothing. But as God would have it, God provided. So there is another distant relative who used to love food, but he couldn't cook. So he asked, are you around? Yes. So he brought unga, he brought veggies and a lot of meat and maziwa mala. And so I prepared the food. But you know the way you can be so keen when you're preparing food, but you mess it up.
Yes.
So I put enough in the veggies. I cooked, put enough salt and everything. Then I remembered I must spice it up. So I added Royco, but it was a lot of Royco. So the food was a bit salty.
Yeah.
But imagine she was very hungry. She ate.
She actually came.
No, she came.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came.
Yeah.
You didn't go give the other guy a chance?
No. I didn't
I thank the Lord.
Hey, you prayed.
I thank the Lord.
When I changed my mind at stage, I decided to go for his dates. Yes. So, but I did not eat the food because it was good. I come from a background where we were taught in honor of the person who prepared this food.
Yes.
Finish. And that alone has brought
And that has been an issue in our marriage. That has been such an issue.
Because you believe he ate because it was nice, but you have confessed you put a lot of Royco.
I put a lot of, yes, and not even in that scenario alone, but many other places where you go to, if the food is not nice, if the food is not tasty, I'm not going to eat.
Serious?
So, and I'll say why I'm not eating.
No.
And sometimes, you know, I first eat the food with the eyes. I first eat food with the eyes. So sometimes the food could be tasty, but doesn't look good. So no, I'm not going to eat it. So,
and you will tell me I'm not eating because it doesn't look good.
I used to. I used to, but that bad habit was strangled by my wife. Then I do, but my wife, the mere fact that you had thought about me, whatever it is, I'm going to enjoy.
The thought that counts.
Yes. So I'm going to honor you. That's why she's coming in honor of
the person
who has prepared this.
Yes.
So and so many places will go and I will not eat, and then I'll say that, and then when you're going back home, my wife is angry or she's mad. So nowadays what she does, because now ours is a mature marriage, that's what we say. So if there's a place that maybe we are being offered food, so she first go and check, then she comes and tells me, this is the food that is being offered there. Are you going to have a bite? Then I say no. Then I don't know what she does now to convince the other people.
Cover.
Just to cover, because we never grew up with enough food.
Exactly. That's why I wonder. You never grew up with food.
Now you don't want
food.
I'm not good. I'm not going to suffer when I was small, and when I'm older, I still suffer. I believe food should be enjoyed, not tolerated. My wife can tolerate food, and all that. So it became a fight even in our own in our own relationship.
Yeah.
Just a small thing, and we'll struggle with that. Anyway, continue your story about the
you
food.
You ate the food.
You ate the food.
Did you like the guy?
At first I didn't like him.
Hey, you don't have to show so much.
I'm sure. I didn't like him, but I enjoyed the stories. I enjoyed the stories that we connected, we spoke, we had lots of conversation.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Rodah, something that happened. So now we're in a house within the University of Nairobi staff quarters.
Yeah.
And so I told her, let's go out and we see, let me take you to Arboretum.
Yeah.
Arboretum was free. So she said, all right, let's go. So we were walking right outside of Fungamano house. We see a guy coming, the guys who hawk the ice creams. So he's coming and smiling.
Yeah.
I'm trying to ignore him, but then he's still staring at us.
Yeah.
And he said, get some ice cream for your girl.
For your girl.
So I asked her, would you like some ice cream? Imagine, Rodah, she said yes. She wants some ice cream.
Day one. Yeah.
Day one.
Yes, day one. It's that first day.
That's the day you have 30 bob.
That's the day I have 30 bob. And so I went to the guy. And then she asked, there's one that is packed nicely.
Yeah, the corn.
It used to cost, not the corn. There's another one, a bar. I think it was a bar. It used to cost 50 bob. Imagine, my girl, she goes ahead and asks for that
one.
But there is good news.
Yes,
there is a God who loves men. The vendor didn't have that one.
And he said, I'm sorry.
I don't have that. So the vendor had the 30 bob one. So I'm here trying to call. No. Have the, you can have the corn one.
Yeah.
It is 30 bob. Just have that. And so she agreed. And I got her the ice cream. And then she did ask me, why are you not having one? Just a show, in a way to care. I told her, no, I'm okay. So she enjoyed my first 30 bob.
30 bob.
Yeah.
Now you are not in Shags now. You are now.
Now we are. You see, now I had come back to
the
town
second
now after
time
Christmas.
your meeting now is in town.
Yes.
Oh.
So it actually, I like saying that was our first date. You see, because the first one I couldn't even remember her. So we agreed now to meet on the first time, sort of. So this is the day that she comes. She eats salty food. And then I only have 30 shillings. Then God comes and rescue me and take away my reproach. And she enjoyed the ice cream and all that. And since then she has been eating my money.
Question: you have just cleared campus.
Yes.
There are many women in campus.
Oh yes.
Where are we connecting you to this girl in the village?
No, I was not in the village.
You were not in the village? Oh, no. Yeah.
All of us were you see, when we met the first time, we were...
in the party?
In the party, in her house in Pangani.
In Pangani.
That was in November. Then in December, we all go to Nakuru. I didn't know actually that she comes from Nakuru. So then this other friend who had connected me initially to her is one who was telling me, now that girl is nice. You see, you remember I told you earlier that she had said that she would be tested for HIV.
Yes.
So I had withdrawn my interest.
Yes.
So this friend tells me, this girl is nice.
Did you go for testing?
No, she was kidding. She was kidding. She was joking.
No.
It was a bad...
Actually, the first one I had is when I was pregnant.
So she goes to... I mean, now my friend is one who told me, that girl is nice. Please pursue her. So then I called her soon after Christmas.
Yeah.
She didn't pick. Then that night, when she called me back, I introduced myself. Hey, I'm the guy you had hosted us last month at your place and all that. Can we plan to link up?
Yes.
She asked me which day would work. So I said, that January. It was on a Sunday, remember. That January, let's meet on that that January. She said, it's okay.
Yeah.
So we are meeting that day, and it's a day that I'm making a meal with more Royco and salty food.
And buying
then,
ice cream.
yes, and then I asked her, let's go out. I get her ice cream. And then imagine the girl says, yes, she wants the ice cream. And I only have 30 shillings. So she enjoyed my ice cream.
Her day.
Yes, she enjoyed my ice cream. I didn't enjoy it, but I enjoyed her company. And so that began our journey.
Yeah.
Because that was on a Sunday, so then we agreed to meet on a Tuesday.
Yes.
And that Tuesday she came again. We were broke. We didn't have much. But I was afraid of telling her that I was about to start my internship in Mamlaka.
Oh.
Yeah, yes, because
you were already in the
I had been accepted.
journey.
I had been accepted. Interviews had been done. I had been accepted, but we were to begin the third week of January. So this time round, I have met her, but I'm afraid of telling her that I'm going to join ministry for a year. Actually, I was going there. I wanted just to do that year, then I go back out there and make money. I didn't feel like I didn't feel like I've been called to be a pastor. So I was afraid of telling her I'm actually joining internship. Yes, because other friends who had perhaps informed, they were not, possible, the way you finish school and you're looking for possible friends, girlfriends here and there. And so the ones that I'll tell that I want to join internship, they would, that's not my line. That's not my vision. So I was afraid if I tell her that I'm joining, she might again withdraw and run away in despair. So I was wondering, when will I ever tell her? So we meet again, and she, we are getting to know each other, cultivating deep friendships and all that. And I think within the first 10 days, then I told her that actually my plan is this. She was so excited.
You were?
She was super excited. And I think that made me now officially ask her, would you be my girlfriend? And also, and my boss should not see this, is because then we had a policy in church not to date if you are doing congregants or if you are doing internship. If you're not dating when you join the internship, don't date that year. Yes. If you are dating, stay
in that relationship.
For
that year.
That year you might. So I'm about to start internship.
Yeah.
And so I have to. So I asked her out because I have in actual fact I love her, but I'm also, if she doesn't say yes now, a whole year I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
So I asked her quickly, and so within the third week she was my girlfriend. And
why did you say yes?
It's because first the few times we met, and actually we were meeting almost every day for those 3 weeks. We shared values. There were values we were sharing, and I enjoyed this conversation and feeling like this value we are sharing. Oh, you also like this. You also like this. And then another thing, he was very honest. Wow, he was very honest with so many things. And at some point I was feeling this is too good to be true.
Too good to be true.
To be true. Yeah, but he was very honest. That's why I said yes.
And particularly a pastor, what excites you? Because many ladies who have sat here were praying not to get married to a pastor.
I wanted to get married to a pastor.
Oh.
Yeah. And I remember in Form 3, when I was in high school in Form 3, I was in a Catholic school. We had a priest in our school called Father Reid. And he said, girls, you can start praying for your husband even now. And I remember some of my friends laughing. But I was so serious, I went and wrote somewhere, God, I want to get married to a pastor, a godly man. I wrote all those things in Form 3. And I used to pray very seriously. So when my cousin now, one of my cousins realized the guy I was dating before, he used to laugh and say, this one cannot be a pastor. He read my journal somewhere and told me, Joan, come here, you want to get married to a pastor. But the one you are dating right now is not even close to becoming one. Yeah, so, but I always wanted to become a pastor, to get married to a pastor, because my dad was a pastor, and I think I admired their marriage. Maybe it was a reason. I was just naive and just like that. I don't know what I liked about pastors, but I loved my dad and how he treated my mom. So maybe I thought all pastors are like that.
Your dad.
I'm happy that I got married to a pastor.
Yeah, although that brought a lot of challenges again when you got married and trying to adjust in life. Because I think at one moment, Joan thought that I'm a fake pastor. You get, because
you're not like the dad.
I'm not like the dad. I'm not a true pastor because let me give you a glimpse of their home. They used to have, theirs was not family devotion. It was family service. So there'd be songs.
Both mom and dad.
Yes, in the house that every evening. They will even give offerings. If you have your offering, if they have a project, what is it that you can be able to give? That's how Joan was trained. So she wanted to continue the legacy of the father in her home. Now, on this other side, I never, as we were a bit, my mom was not very tough. She wasn't very tough about things to do with church. So for me, I never went to Sunday school.
You were raised by your mom?
Yes, I was raised by my mom. I never used to go to Sunday schools. For me, church was a bit alien. Until I got born again soon after high school. And then when I came to campus, joined a students' ministry. But I had never seen faith modeled at home. I never used to see a family reading the Bible together. Or praying together or anything like that.
Overdoing.
So they were So imagine. So and even they have even confessions. Holy Communion, not because they are Presbyterian. They can't do it. But even when you were newly married, Joanne would go through fasting and then she would even break the fast to eat Holy Communion. So these things are alien. I'm a pastor, but I've never seen this at home. And so Joanne used to have this mind now because I'm married to someone who is serving in church. He'll be coming home early and then we do have a family devotion, say like an hour and all that. Then I come from work.
Yes.
I'm tired. I don't have energy. I don't have, reading God's word is just flipping a few pages. And then I'm tired. We pray. So it used to last like 10 minutes or 5 minutes. And it wasn't even consistent. And so my wife here got frustrated because this is not how a pastor's home should run. So I'm wondering, how should a pastor's home run?
The priest.
Yes, I'm the priest here, but I don't know how to go about it. During our wedding, we had been given a hymn book. I don't know the hymns. Hymns I got. Johan is the one who has taught me hymns.
High school, golden.
No, I went to a Catholic school, so we never used to do hymns. I never used to listen to gospel music. For me, I was shepherded by other secular musicians. Yes, those were my shepherds. Kina Westlife, Backstreet Boys. Those were the guys that used to. Celine Dion is one who used to give me songs. Songs of lament. They used to come from Celine Dion and Mariah Carey and all the likes. Those were. So for me, I never, reading God's word. That was not. It's Sunday. I listen to the sermon and then go back home. But somehow, university, because I was in a ministry, Mamlaka's outreach towards the students called SALT. That's why I got a glimpse of how things should run. But now you see, I'm finishing school. I don't even have time to test. Is the things that I have learned in campus or in this student ministry, can they work in my personal life? I didn't have time to test that. So immediately after that, I got married.
That's 1 year after internship.
Yes. So I'm here. And Joan, now we are here running our home. Joan has these expectations that you are the man of the house. Show us direction. Or so when you try to read the Bible, we are interpreting it differently because Joan used to. She when Joan shares her devotion, they are very simple to the point. For me, I'm seeing a sermon. You get, you know that the way you have shared that verse, you know, this is the context. So we start fighting. This is how you interpret that text. Actually, that text wasn't for you. Actually, it was for the, you know, all manner of things.
Yes.
So she gets frustrated. I get frustrated too. And so we wonder now, this thing that about family devotions should bring us closer, but actually it's taking us apart. So what do we need to do? Thank God that over the years now, actually we do more than what, apart from the offering part, we now do more than actually what we used to do with our children. Now, we run devotion. Everybody has their day of running the devotions. And all. So somehow it worked at the end, especially when children came. And for us, our children made us to have a very strong family devotion. Joanne was crying when children show up here. When children come, what's the spiritual culture that they find in our house? So we were arguing and struggling with that idea. But when the children came, it's like they set it on its rightful place. And actually, even now, I do enjoy. I lead them, but also our children, they lead, and they can take about an hour now.
Now we need the somehow, especially for the wives who are now frustrated that the husband, maybe not even a pastor. You know, we were told as single ladies, they marry a priest of the home. And we thought, he will be waking me up at 5 a.m. We will speak in tongues. So a woman who is frustrated, how do you how do you facilitate that devotion without belittling your husband or crushing it all together? Because there are women who have been really frustrated, and now that's how it ended. Nothing actually came out.
What first he has not mentioned is that I really wanted to have our devotions at 8:30.
You even have a specific time?
Yeah, because that's the time we used to have
in your house,
my home of origin. So I think for me, I really wanted a copy and paste. And that's where the problem was. I wanted exactly what we had.
Yes.
Then one day, as we were both frustrated and we wanted to sort this issue out, we agreed that the goal here is devotion. It doesn't have to be 8:30, and I figured that I really wanted everything from my home, you know, the background, the baggage, everything. I wanted exactly that, but we agreed the goal here is a devotion.
Yes.
It doesn't have to look like your home. We can look for ways that work for us.
Yes.
So at 8:30, we'll start devotion. I bring a hymn book there, and then a Bible. So we start. And then at 9 p.m., he wants to watch the news. So eventually, he started telling me, you know, I'm the one who will be doing devotions here.
Yes.
So that at 8:30, he's seated. We start devotion. 8:45, we are wrapping up. By 9, he wants to watch
the news.
Then I'm left there wondering,
God,
was that even a devotion or what? But then I figured I also had a problem. I wanted something from another home. This is a different home. So we agreed we can do devotions. It doesn't have to be 8:30. And we don't have to sing all those songs.
You wanted many songs?
Yes.
I wanted many songs.
About 5. 5. Yes, we have the hymn book, and it has about 400 songs. It has about 400 songs. It has about 400 songs. I'm a pastor anyway.
Then so when we agreed, and the most comforting thing was to know that he's on my side, that for sure we need a devotion. Now we are on the same page.
Yes.
The how, now that's where we need to agree. And then also he told me, these things, we never sang. No, it was a year of us getting to know each other.
Oh, that's the first year of marriage.
It was our first year, actually, few months. The first 3-4 months. So we are learning each other and asking and telling me we never had devotions in our home.
Yeah.
And I'm here telling him how devotions, he had visited our home and he had seen how we conducted devotions. So we had to change something and agree we need our own culture. Let's not borrow anywhere. And I think there's something I can borrow from my home. And if it's not working, then let's leave it. And then I realized, so he admitted that I need to teach him hymns.
Yes.
And for him, me helping him to conduct the devotion did not make him less of a priest.
Not a priest.
In our home.
And that had been preceded by.
Yeah.
Joan was frustrated because I wasn't doing the priestly duties. So I think I had to humble myself, and I told her I don't know how to go about this. Then she told me something that I remember up to date. Because I told her I don't know how to do it, you do it. But then she told me, lead me on how to lead you. I will lead you, but you have to lead me on how to lead you. That was a wake-up call. Yes, I'm willing to step in those shoes.
Yeah.
But I'm not taking your authority or your responsibility.
Oh, yeah.
So create an atmosphere. You have to sort of create an atmosphere where I'm going, you are still the one who is leading. As much as I'm the one who is being perhaps the front end, I'm the one who is, but the back end, you must play your role.
Oh.
And that's when I shared, I don't know how to do hymns. Okay, we have to I'll teach you.
Yes.
So she will teach me the hymns.
Yeah.
Kikuyu.
Especially there, because Presbyterian, you must get the Kikuyu hymn book.
Yes.
And so that's when I learned, this hymn is the one that we sing in Mamlaka.
Yeah.
It was okay. And so I developed an interest from there. And I had to now tell, hey, it's time, come and teach me the hymns. All right, teach me how to lead maybe. How are the devotions done in your home? So she would tell me, I even know her favorite text that she used to read from the book of Job. Was it from the book of Job? So Ebu read for me the way you used to read it when you are young.
Yeah.
And so out of that, that's how actually Joan taught me how to do family devotions without her taking my authority or my responsibility. And so I think maybe somehow I created an atmosphere, enabling atmosphere for her to be able to lead that. That's why she's coming in and saying, time for devotion when it reaches. Now she comes with the hymn book or with the Bible and all that. And sometimes she tells me, now, next time you will lead. Next time you lead and all that. So we started, I think, growing and developing our own culture.
Oh, nice. I need to take you back to your wedding. We jumped into the marriage. Okay. If you were to wed again, what would you do differently?
Of course, I'll have the same person.
The person remains.
The person remains.
Oh, we are safe.
Yeah, we are safe.
We are safe.
Yeah, the person remains.
Yeah.
I'll not have what? Maybe a big budget, but we didn't have a bigger budget.
Tell us, we'll let you know if it was big or not.
14 years ago, 300.
It was 280.
And 80 now plus.
Even with honeymoon, everything.
Now 300.
With gown.
Yes.
Yeah. 14 years ago.
Yes.
But that was a lot of money, and no, it wasn't.
It was.
It was. But not that extreme.
Yeah. But maybe, what would I change? I've never thought of that.
No.
I've never thought of that.
Maybe everything went as you expected.
Yeah, everything went as expected because I will have my family again and again. And they most of them, a good percentage from my family showed up. Yeah. And I'll still have my wedding in Nairobi, not shagged.
That was my... even before I asked Joanna out, I told her, when I get married, I'll have a wedding, and it must be Nairobi. Yes, it must be Nairobi. So for when I was from a teenagehood, I was always thinking about my wedding.
Your wedding?
Yes. I used to think about my wedding. I'll get married. I'll find a girl, and we have to do a church wedding.
Yeah.
And so even when she was asking me about my personal life, what I focus in, what I want in the future, that even before I asked her out, she knew this guy wants to get married in a church and in Nairobi.
In Nairobi.
Up Uhuru Park, just there within the CBD. I wanted the people to come from the village and they must see Nairobi and see that their son has a wife or has left poverty. Or poverty is no longer.
Now in Nairobi. Speaking of poverty, you have just been an intern that year of dating.
Yes.
Are you working?
I was in business.
You're in business.
Yeah.
Your first year of marriage, who is paying for your bills?
Now, in our first year of marriage, he was now employed by the church as a pastoral trainee.
Okay.
And at that time, I had to stop business. Mine was hustling.
But he was putting a lot of strain in our marriage.
Oh, the hustling.
Yes.
Yeah, and the business. Because I used to do a lot of supplies and nini, and I will get them outside Nairobi.
Oh.
And because it's like I was working alone. So it put so much strain in our marriage. That's how I stopped it. I looked for work and resigned when I was pregnant.
Oh.
She didn't work for long.
Yeah.
She didn't work for long. So what we did is, now because I was on the payroll, so we get whatever we get, we'll share. We'll share. It wasn't much.
It wasn't much, but
it was 23K.
It was enough.
23,000. House rent was 8K. So I have about it wasn't 8 or 10. It was 8 or I think it was 8.
The
house rent.
Yeah,
8,000. Then utilities, and I have to send money home for my people in the village to eat.
Yeah,
and we have to, so I don't even know how we used to make it to the end of the month. And
life wasn't that expensive.
Yeah, not that I have a lot of money now, but.
It's definitely not 23.
It's not 23K. It's not much. But but the thing is, we have never struggled with the issue of money.
No.
It's not who brings the money on. Even now, my wife doesn't earn. She doesn't have a salary, and she's the one who runs our money. I have never had a budget. One of our hardest conversations even to date, I have to be frank with you, is when my wife invites me to look at the budget. I don't like it. Because many times she has Joanne has the Excel sheet, and it has green and red. The moment I see red there, it reminds me, boy, you are so poor. Because red are all our liabilities, and they are there. But Joanne runs our thing. I have to be frank with you, because I hope that it will help someone. I get my salary, pay the tithe, and what else? And just kidogo money remains there for when I go with my friends, my boys, I can buy them. It's a little. All the others my wife runs, knows how school fees is paid, how house is rent, everything in the house. I don't know how she does it. So my task is very simple. It's only to earn,
wake up and work.
Go there, and then she manages. So I don't have, normally don't have money of my own, because even the one that she has said that I can remain, it ends within 2 days or 3 days. I'm done with it. But she's the one who runs so I get my money, transfer it. It's only that even the church, maybe our accounts will not agree that she be her account. I give her account, but it will even be easier if I just give my. It just goes straight because I can manage those few coins there of transferring the money to her account. So we have never, and also because we were asking ourselves that question just recently. It's because I have never earned a single coin outside her knowledge. I never you see, because I was an intern.
Oh, yeah.
So there's no money that I've ever had. Even my first support, because we used to, even now we still raise support as interns. There is no money that I've ever had that Joan doesn't have an idea where it has come from.
Just the 30 bob.
Just only that she and she ate it. And she ate it anyway. So, and she ate it that day. So I think I've never had an issue of running our home. She's the one who runs it. I have no issue of her running our monies, and because she's passionate about that, she's
and
good at finances.
Makes the right decisions as well.
Yes.
Someone might tell the wife to, because Pastor Mwaura said, know your person.
No, she's very good.
Know your person.
She's very good. She makes very good decisions. Apart from getting married to me, that was not a good decision. But God had mercy on me. All things work for good. She made a bad decision. I got a good wife. But we've never struggled, and I think that's one thing that has. So whenever you hear that people are struggling and fighting about money, I don't know. Those are not our issues. You get because or I have a separate account. I've only had one account. I don't have two accounts. I've only had one.
Yeah, it's not much.
Wait, and you've had
to fight for. It's not much. It's not a lot.
Not a lot to fight for.
I'll take offense on that.
Wait, you've had the same employer since you got married?
Yeah.
Yes, and that began again another issue because Joan manages. She likes new challenges.
Oh, yeah.
She was a hustler. She's gone to many. You went to how many primary schools? I think 5. 5 primary schools. She was in campus and she was doing a few things there. For me, I went to one primary school, one high school. I actually repeated
in the same
high school. Came to University of Nairobi, finished. Started my internship, Mamlaka.
Are you a baby boomer?
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Why?
Because the other
generation that takes pride in working at the same
post
place. Office. For 50 years.
They don't like it. So I think I was somehow averse to transitions, and I didn't know. So my wife here, they have lived in many places. So you can only imagine that when we had stayed at one place for 4 years, and our landlord increased our rent, and I was feeling like let's adjust.
Yeah.
We stay here, and then my wife is telling me, no, we have to move. We can't afford it. We don't have those resources. Let's move and look for a cheaper house.
Yeah.
And so we had to move, but deep down, because even where we moved, I didn't like it, and she liked the place. So one day she asked me, hey babes, let's sit down. Why don't you like this place that you have moved to? For me, I'm okay with it. You don't seem to be okay with it. And it's when we were having that discussion that we realized, actually I've gone to one primary school, I've gone to one high school, and all that. So it's one.
And this is your first employer?
This is my first employer. I've been there for a couple of years. And for Joan, is every 4 years, a transition must happen. What is it that we must move? We must move forward and all that. So we must break camp here and move to another place. And I think that's what we were struggling without knowing. And so I don't know where that. I forgot even my trail of thought. Sorry, but yeah.
So Rodah will remind us.
You were answering something that even Rodah herself.
Yeah.
But so. I'm now into the season where you quit your job to be a stay-home. How was that for a hustler?
Yeah. First, we had not. First, I didn't know that I'll quit my job. We had not planned that. That was not the discussion we had when we were getting married. At some point, I'll stay at home. I had a very hard pregnancy.
Oh.
So by week, and I got admitted immediately. I think at 4 or 5 weeks.
3 weeks.
I got admitted in the hospital. So when I was around 10, 15 weeks, my boss came to visit me in the hospital. Actually, I could not speak. I wrote it on somewhere so that she can read. And that's how I quit my job, because of a hard pregnancy. Then I stayed in hospital for a very long time until it was in and off. Then I got my baby, our firstborn, in March 2014. Then after that, a few months later, I conceived my secondborn. And
did you plan, or God planned?
God planned for us. He surprised us.
Let me tell you, God made us broke. We couldn't afford a contraceptive.
Yeah, we didn't know that. We didn't know that it's free in government anyway.
So we couldn't afford because we were in debt because of the hospital bills and all that after our child was born. So we were really struggling financially, and so
rather maybe our mind even was not thinking about anyway. But that's how we conceived our second. And when our first born was 8 months.
8 months.
And
did you cry? Me, I would cry.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did?
I cried that night when...
Actually, we went to
Jemo, we cried because you've not even healed.
Actually, let me tell you the joke. This is a joke. We went to visit one of our friends just across the road.
Yeah.
Our children were the same age, and so as we were going in, Joanne asked, "Let's prank them." These friends of ours.
Yeah.
So what can we prank them? What can they believe? So it said, we have bought a car. Or we have, they're not going to believe. They're going to peep through the windows and see.
Yeah.
Or let's prank them. Let's prank them. We have a house. No, they won't believe. Then Joanne is one who said, let's prank them that you're pregnant.
Ooh.
So we went to their house and we're having a good time.
How old was the baby?
8 months.
8 months now. So we went to their house and now said, by the way, guys, we are expecting. So they said, no, we can't believe you. That's not a lie. You can't, because our children, they also had their son was also the same age as our daughter. So they said, no, you can't be pregnant, So it was hard to convince them. Then the lady, our friend, she went, she's called Mercy. She went to her bedroom and then came with a pregnancy testing kit and said,
we have to test.
I can't believe you guys. And Joanne later, because I'm not pregnant, this thing will expire.
Yeah.
So
let me spoil it
by testing. And then she came asking me, are the bus 2 or 1?
I was so confused.
So I told her, if you're pregnant, there are 2. Gosh, there are 2. No. If you are not pregnant, it's
1.
If you're not pregnant, it's 1. If you're pregnant, it's 2. Then she told me, no, imagine there are 2. No, when you're not pregnant, it's 2. When you're pregnant, it's 1. That's what happened.
I was...
Gosh. So then we tried...
Presence.
No, he had gone home.
Yes,
we are now. So dear Joan is saying, gosh, I'm pregnant. And so the whole night she was crying.
And I was wondering, what have I done to myself?
Do you have your baby?
Yeah.
People will say there's nothing else I do.
Because I had missed church for a whole year in hospital. Then just when I've resumed church, I'm pregnant again. And you know what? I don't know whether it was psychological. Because the following day...
That was on Saturday. On Monday you admitted.
On Monday I was admitted.
You said people will say there's nothing else.
Just getting pregnant here.
But looking back, I thank God that
happened, right?
Happened.
Oh yes.
I look at my girls and
God had mercy on us. I think after going through a very hard pregnancy. For me, I was thinking my protective instincts were I can't take my wife back again there.
Yeah, you can't afford that hospital.
This one is not something that I would like because it was hard to the extent that even for both pregnancies, the doctors were recommending termination to save her life. To save her life. So I thought
even the second one.
The second one now was it was harder, and so it's a pregnancy condition, a rare pregnancy condition, and so the doctor said that it actually gets worse and worse. So that's why we have 2 children.
You wanted more?
Yes, we would have done more.
Both of you?
Yeah, we would have done more, but now with the high risk of the pregnancy, and then I think just that psychological effect of the doctor telling you your wife's organs, they're shutting down.
Yes.
They're shutting down. We have 24 hours, and then we allow us to terminate the pregnancy, or we might lose your wife. And another lady that they had the same condition when Joanna was in hospital actually also passed on. Remember that? So I have this trauma. Gosh, am I going to? But it was such a hard decision. How can my wife has, with the first pregnancy, my wife has this child that she's carrying who I love the child and I love my wife. So how can the doctor is asking me choose
between two people you love.
Two people that you love. So it wasn't an easy one. And I, just ask guys, please, help us pray that God will change something and all that. And God gave divine wisdom, I think, to one of the doctors who said we have the last option. There is some food for those who are struggling hard, cancer patients. There's something that we give them. Let's try to give it to her. We see if you're going to save her life. And so when they tried the first time, it kind of like revived her. And now even the second pregnancy, when the doctors were almost giving up, I told them there's something that she was given. So give her that. And again, it revived her. But I think that's a season that we were in. But we thank God for our two gifts.
Hi, yes, I know you were enjoying that conversation, but I have to pop here because I have something really, really good for parents, especially if you have a preteen daughter. If you have a daughter who is 10, 11 or 12 years old, my sister and I have this virtual online talk for preteen girls this Wednesday, 13th of August 2025. I would love it if your daughter was part of this conversation. So reach out to the comments on the first comment on this video. Please register and be part of this webinar. We'll be talking to them about social media, like, share, subscribe, how they can use these phones and the internet to benefit and grow themselves instead of being slaves to the internet and to their phones. So please register. If you know anyone who has a preteen daughter, send them this link and let them be part of this webinar. See your preteen daughters there, and let's go back to the conversation.
Sorry, I think I didn't answer quite well about my decision of staying at home. Yes, so when I quit the job and now after getting my firstborn and then the secondborn coming, and I decided to stay at home, it wasn't an easy decision, but thank God for my supportive husband. I mean, I never lacked anything. I felt like I'm less of a woman because I'm not working. But I think also that season taught me how to depend on God. Before I got married, I was this independent lady hustling with her own money. Yeah. And because I was those kind of ladies who will not ask money from their boyfriend or husband. And God was teaching me, your source is not elsewhere. I'm your source. So it was a hard season, but we managed and we worked through. As Mwaura has shared, that we've never fought about money. So again, we knew this is our money. We have one salary. And I learned how to look for cheaper things. That's how we moved to where we are living. The area we are living right now, I will do so many things just to make sure we have affordable things. But I think for me it was also a season to learn many things. Where can I get this affordable? But I also apart from being broke, I enjoyed staying with my children.
I know.
It's one of those. I go somewhere, yes, I'm broke. I'm not like many other people who can get money, but I was enjoying seeing them grow like that.
All milestones.
Milestones.
No, I left my job as well. And I remember the first few months, the toughest question was, you left radio, what do you do? So I struggled answering, and then I used to picture stay-home moms like these sad women who don't know how to dress. We're tired all the time.
But they're tired.
I actually joined a fellowship of stay-home moms. And that is what helped me even find. They're telling you, now that your child has gone to school, you can now do this. But your primary purpose is to just mentor your children. And then you meet working moms, they envy you. As much as you envy them, they're like, oh, you get to do homework with your children.
Yeah. And you wonder, is that something to...
It is. At the end of it all...
It's equally hard for the husbands because you see now she's been with the kids. So somehow the primary source of information of how the world is out there. So I've been so tired. So she's been here with the kids here, gibberish and all that songs, that Cocomelon and many other things. Yeah. So it's a time now to have an adult conversation.
Yeah. Oh, and you are the only
At that moment, I'm the only outlet.
Yeah.
So what conversation are you going to have? I'm tired.
Yeah.
I don't have the bandwidth to engage. So I'll be quick to share how my day was and many other things. Or she will ask me how my day was, and I'll tell her it was good.
Good. 28
Imagine
hours.
8 or 12 hours or 10 hours. Yes,
Give
because I left home
stories.
at say like at 7. I'm back at 7. So 12 hours. You can't say that your day was good. But for real, it was good because no one has died. No one has died. There is no one who has blood in their hands.
So it was a good day.
It was a good day. You get? And I'm back here. So it was a good day. And then I realized that I'm killing my wife slowly because I'm not able to. There's a connection that is lost.
Yeah.
So we came up with something. And so she will ask me, how is your day looking like tomorrow? So I tell her, I have this appointment, I'll go here, or this is it, and all that.
Yeah.
So when I came in the evening back home, she will ask me, how did the meeting with so and so, how did it go?
Ah, nice.
Oh, you went for this wedding. Actually, how was it? What were the colors? Gosh, I can't remember. But I took a photo here. Oh, these are there. So we connected now. Her prompting me, how was your day? So she would know where I am at. So she'd be excited to hear, for me to come back home and ask me, how did this meeting end? How did we went to visit so and so? How did it go? How are they doing? And many other things. So we started sort of like re-engaging back because now, yes, I'm the source of information, but I don't know how to share it.
Yeah.
So she would ask me that, and I really do respect that because we developed. I think even our friendship grew. Yeah. And so over time now, do you know what happened? Yeah. I would look forward to go and share with her my story. So let me tell you how I left here at this time, went here, imagined, and this, met with a conductor who was talking. Why are people talking rudely? She'll ask me, and then we dive. People have bad manners, and so we find ourselves chatting and that has continued up to date.
Let me say he was also very supportive that season. Because when you were a stay-at-home mom and you've gone to school, you have your papers.
Yeah.
Many times you doubt yourself.
And the society also looks at you like you've shortchanged your life. And you first, every time you keep asking yourself, did I make the right decision? And then because of hanging around with children more, your language is diaper. Yeah.
How many diapers have been changed?
The color of poop.
The color of poop. I mean, these are not intelligent conversations,
I know.
And for him, in the office they're having deep and wonderful conversations with their colleagues. And then when he comes back home and they're telling him, today
has not pooped the whole
day.
There's something.
What kind of a conversation is that? So he was very supportive.
He listened to your stories.
He listened. He will engage me here at home and also helping me know what is happening, even in his life in the office. he didn't. He never told me. You can't understand.
That really hurts.
It hurts because now you are in the house doing nothing.
So you can't understand.
You can't understand this
that
level.
There is
mandamano. People are dying. But he really supported me. And I felt like I'm not missing out on so many things. So, So
does the society judge a husband whose wife is a stay-home?
Yes, it does. It does. Number one,
I've just thought about that.
The first one is a wrong one, that you are very chauvinistic or you don't like empowering your woman.
Yes.
So you have a woman who's got papers. I mean, she has even a better degree than mine. It's BCom. Here I am with my BA. But so it seems like you don't want to empower her so that she may not thrive and maybe overpower you. So are you afraid of that?
Yeah.
Then you are always broke because you haven't allowed your wife to work. If you guys were working, you will not be in this financial status. So that's the wrong judging that I think maybe at one point I could feel, or I could hear those vibes out there, and the other one is there a good one? Those are the bad ones. I think those are the bad ones.
There's no man who would say, "Oh, you are lucky. Your wife is at home with the children. They're being raised."
They be there, but you see, even with the men's discussions, we don't like going deeper.
Yeah.
So they will just be like, "You guys seems like you have a good friendship and relationship," but that's it. They will not ask why. What's the cost or the price? They just say, "Oh, you guys seems to be agreeing. Oh, you guys seems to be fine. You guys seem to be having fun. Yes, we're having fun. That's it."
Yeah.
So no one will ask, would celebrate that actually my wife is still, maybe she's a stay-home mom.
Yeah.
I don't think I have many stories. But I think I have bad ones where people so that I'm disempowering my wife, or we'll be in a better financial place if she
was also working.
Yes, but I think God really met our needs. I don't feel like my wife was disempowered in any way. We tried to do everything. You see, even with my small income there, she's the one who'll be running it. I'll ask her money. So she felt, maybe I want to assume.
When I met her, she was leading women in a conversation on women and money. Conversation.
Oh, conversation. Okay. So she does that. She will. Then when the children are a bit bigger, and especially when we started the Rawder campus, now she started engaging even more in ministry. So my wife is not employed by the church, but she is more busy. I think she's busier than me.
In church
because again she's working behind the scene and she's passionate about that, and I think I've benefited now. At that time when she was at home, now I think there's a muscle that she grew or she developed in a way, I don't know what, that has come now when the children are went to school. It became such an asset to the community of faith, to our church, and even to myself. So nowadays I am the one who asks her, "How was your day? Where have you gone to?" Because she wakes up in the morning, she just go like anyone else who is employed or reporting somewhere, but she does a lot of ministry behind the scene.
And the stay-home mom is a beautiful season. There are women who are contemplating if it's possible. Also, don't force your husband.
Yes.
People will say, even me, I want to be taking my children to school. No, don't force it. It depends with your situation.
Right.
That's
and also because sometimes people put an expectation on themselves. For example, that I want to raise a godly generation.
Oh yeah.
So I can only do that when I'm a stay-home mom.
No.
I think there is I think there is that one. You are taking the place of God, and sometimes it can backfire. And some people I know friends who have been disappointed because they sacrificed maybe their job, and the outcome, what they expected their children to be, did actually that didn't happen. Even if someone is working, it doesn't mean that they cannot have godly generation. But I think there is a place that we always love saying that God isn't looking for perfect parents. He's looking for faithful parents? Are you faithful that every moment that you have, that you can be able to equip your children with the word of God? And then after that, release them into the world. God will take care of them. I never grew up in a say where we were learning the Bible. I never saw anyone modeling faith in me, but now I'm a pastor, so God has a way of preserving his own remnant for himself and for his glory, so that no one will take credit and all that. So and imagine, even my mom wasn't working, but we never used to sit together and study God's word. So, but God...
That's someone who told us in that fellowship, you can also be a very busy stay-home mom. And you're just busy cleaning, and that place of God is still not there.
Yes, it's not there. In any case, my mom maybe wasn't well equipped on how to bring the God's word. So sometimes people judge themselves harshly, that if I'm working, I will not be able to raise a godly generation, or a moment of pride that if I stay with my children at home, I'm going to have a godly. They're going to be different. They can express themselves and all that. I think what we need to do is to find a balance. Now, know our mandate and the season that we are in, and sometimes I think the two, working and raising up children, or staying at home and raising up children, I think they can coexist.
We were just celebrating the people who are getting married in our midst, young people. And there's so much of negativity surrounding marriage, especially now that you are a pastor. You join these people.
Yes.
By the way, how does it feel when you join people and then they leave each other?
It's one of the most discouraging things. Although sometimes you can see it coming, and maybe you tell the couple, I think here, this is not the right decision. Or if you get married, these are the challenges that you're going to face. Sometimes it's a curveball. You had very high expectations, and then the marriage doesn't work out. So you feel a bit disappointed. Nowadays, I tell couples, I don't have a good track record. I don't know why you have chosen me to officiate your wedding, but please know that I don't have a good track record.
Really?
I have officiated weddings where couples have stayed together for long. I have also officiated weddings where the marriage didn't last for long. So don't come to me saying that my wedding must be officiated by so and so. If know who is the witness. And that's the one that you need to honor, and that is God. He's the one who acts as a constant witness in your relationship. I'll go. I have my Joan to take care of and my two children. But there is one that you need to honor and all that. So I feel like sometimes I think that protected me from becoming a bit frustrated. Although sometimes, again, people come and they sometimes people come and they lie to you and all that. They tell you how in love they are. Then soon later you come to understand, why didn't you tell me that this is the real person? This is it that you guys were getting yourselves into. Why didn't you tell me that? So sometimes you can feel discouragement. Sometimes you rejoice. But at the end of the day, did I do what I needed to do? I feel I did what I needed to do. Sharing with them the truth, telling them the truth, and all that. And we move forward.
That's why it's a calling. I would sit you down and remind you of the hours we spent.
Yes.
Hey, you guys have to be together. You're not going anywhere.
And there's a moment for that. There's a moment for that, because now I tell people, especially the ones that I had so much hope with, and I tell them, this is when I was joining you. This is what I saw in you. I don't know why maybe you have now cataracts in your eyes. You can't see that, but this is what I saw. So are you willing that we work together to remove this cataract so that you may be able to see clearly? Some people say yes, others say no. But for the ones that you say, then we work it out together. And I have seen marriages that God has redeemed, and they have become such beautiful relationships, even within our church. And it's one of my joyous moments when I see a couple that was struggling, and now they are out of the woods, and they are doing life together. It's one of the most joyous moments for me. Going to dedicate their children and I'm most like thinking, you baby, you don't know what your parents have gone through. But here we are, and we celebrate together.
Is marriage ever what we think it is before we get in? Is it that? Is it exactly what you anticipated?
Yes and no. I mean, I think there are some things I watched from other couples, but I had to experience it myself so that I know vitu kwa ground, things on the ground. Yeah, and also because of expectations and everything. But yeah, there are some other things. That's how I envision, and they have turned out.
That.
Yeah, they have turned out like that. I watched my mom enjoy her marriage, being married to a pastor, but she never told me it's a lot of work getting married to a pastor. It's a lot of work. There's a side she just didn't tell me.
And you never saw it.
I never saw it.
She carried it with grace.
With grace.
And joy.
Yeah. And so maybe I admired getting married to a pastor. I'm here thinking, there's a time my husband told me, I think you just wanted to get married. You wanted the title, not the work.
Not the work.
What? Yeah, so to answer your questions.
And it's true, sometimes we want to be Mrs. You're excited about the wedding.
Yes.
Then it gets there and you're like, where?
It's work. It's work.
Do we scare people when we say marriage is work?
It's true, we scare them. We scare them, but that is the truth. There's a lot of work you put in to make your relationship work, your friendship grow. You can't just leave it like that, and it's every season. You have to fuel it every season. So we are in this season of our life, so let's learn a new way of handling it. So it's work. How we used to do things maybe 5 years ago, it's not the way we are doing right now. So we can't continue with the same trend. We have to work hard and learn new things and learn some other things. So that's where the work comes in, and we have to put in the work.
And is it hard enough for a pastor's wife?
From it, I won't say.
We have expectations on you. We look at you every Sunday. There's a way we want you to dress, to talk. Even your children.
You want them
pastor's children. There's a way we want you to behave.
You want them to behave.
Do you get that pressure?
For me, I don't have that pressure. I do not have
there's
that
no pressure, but there's real expectation.
Maybe there's expectation.
There's an expectation, especially when you were younger in ministry. I don't think people had so much expectations. But now, when our children are approaching teenagehood, I'm in my 40s now, so you have people, very young people. There's such a generational gap, so you don't know that actually people are expecting you to behave in a certain way, but you feel it. You can feel it, that people are expecting me to talk in a certain way, to behave in a certain way, and all that. Thank God that at least our church doesn't have a lot of pressure. We don't have a lot of pressure on pastoral staff. You be yourself. That's what we want to see. But that has been there, especially because now we have, in our church now, we have people who have joined us. They are coming from other backgrounds. So there's a way that they expect pastors to be treated.
Then they get shocked.
Yes, they must. You pastors must have a special seat. Pastors must, when you finish preaching or doing something in the church, you go into someone should carry your Bible, go into the chambers. When the pastor is reading the text, it's the wife who must read the text, and all that. So they have certain expectation and nuances that they have carried maybe from other denominations, that maybe ours is different. So we have tried to separate, and I thank my leaders and my bosses who have tried to separate the two. You just be a servant, serve the Lord, serve your family, and all that, without a lot of. So internally there is no pressure, but externally from the congregants there could there's expectation here and there. How people, when you invite someone to visit, number one, they are wondering, have we done something wrong? And you're just extending a courtesy invite, come to our place and visit us. You can have tea. Hi, have we done something? And so even before they warm up, you have tried to break that ice. You have really spent a lot of time. So those are some of the nuances that come maybe with being a pastor's wife.
Why do you think is the cause of the rise of marriages breaking, especially in church? And the confidence. I think growing up, even if people were in a not very healthy marriage, we wouldn't know. Not if our parents were pretending. You wouldn't know. Then, if there was a separation, they would rather live in the same house in different bedrooms.
Right.
So you wouldn't. But now we are so confident. Like, I left him. Now I'm with, like, what's going on?
I think I can summarize it in this way. I'm finding people becoming very dishonest with God, with themselves, and with their spouses. Number one, people don't know when they stand before that altar. They just think that it's just simple words to give them honeymoon or to give them rights to live together. They forget that actually the vows that you say, number one, you're saying them to God.
Yes.
Your spouse at that moment is acting as a witness. So when I said my vows to Joan, I was saying them to God. You get? And when Joan at that moment was acting as a witness. And when it was her turn, she said the vows to God. That I'll take you, for better, for worse, in riches and in poverty, in health and sickness. I will forsake all others and all that I was telling God. So people come and they are dishonest even towards God, but they have shared these words, and all of us think, imagine the way they were sharing these vows. And even some of the guests, they have tears down their cheeks and they're wiping them because they think that you are very, very sincere towards God. Secondly, they're dishonest to themselves. We have people who have got a false estimation of themselves. So you think that you first, number one, that you're the good one. And the other person is a bad one. And so you always be on the right side. You don't humble yourself to say, actually, as Paul would say, in your anger do not sin. So you're already angry or something like that. You already have things that will hurt others. So that's why Joan was talking about marriage is work. Because number one, primarily, you must work on yourself. You must work on your salvation with fear and trembling.
Your own.
If you get to a couple, individually they are working and they are doing life or their salvation with fear and trembling, then you may have a very good marriage. So they are dishonest about themselves and their weaknesses and their strengths. Then thirdly, they're dishonest with each other. This is what I've found, and it has been very disappointing to me when couples come, they have issues and they are on the verge of separation or even divorce. And I ask them, when you are getting married, were you sure with certainty that this marriage will work? Let me shock you, and this is not empirical data. Majority of the people who are on the verge of separation or divorce, they knew that this marriage is not going to work on the day they were getting married. That has been shocking to me.
I thought it's the opposite.
No, they knew. There's something that was telling them. And do you know where this is coming from, especially from the girls?
Most of
the girls knew
this is the bad decision.
This is not gonna work.
But my parents are here. The dowry has been paid.
Exactly, I'm trapped. And so for 10 years, you're trying to get, to get yourself out of this trap.
Yes.
And even if the husband tried to do anything good, because from the onset, you didn't have that conviction that this is going to work, you never be satisfied. That's why some men come to me and they ask me, tell me, Pastor, what have I not done in my family? Yes, there's something that has not been done, and it wasn't you. Mostly it's the women, because they knew from the onset that this is not the right decision. And again, they live there, they pretend and all that. And some of the marriages that have collapsed, people don't actually know why they collapsed.
They
are looking for other excuses. He doesn't provide, she doesn't do, all manner of things. I'm not loved the way I want to be loved.
Why are you using a female voice there?
Sorry. I'm not loved the way I want to be loved.
She's not submissive.
We start looking, even for men, they start looking for amorphous things. My wife doesn't respect me. If you try to ask a man, what does respect mean to you? I don't know. You get? Or I'm not treated like I'm king in my house. So then... So those are the things that happens there. So people are dishonest with themselves. And then you say, someone who is in a prison, sort of... Any chance to get out, they get out. You get, so they are always
need one motivational woman.
Yes, you are not meant for risk. You are meant for freedom. Love yourself first. You get that motivational speaker, and then you're out, because you feel like I'm getting myself into the prison. And you know what people are? If you're getting directly into, I've never been, but I want to assume, you're getting to the prison. You are always looking out for the way out.
Yes.
Is it trying to go back and appeal my case? Is it trying to do a prison break? What is it that I can be able to do? Or I behave nicely so that maybe my sentence may be reduced, and all manner of things. I may get a parole or whatever. So those are the things that they are looking for. But because all marriages go through hardships, the ones which couples are able to navigate out of a crisis are the ones where I asked the man, on your wedding day, were you ready to get married to this? Were you ready to sacrifice and to love and to cherish? The guy says yes. The girl on this other side, I ask her, were you sincere? Yes, I knew I was getting myself into the right place. We have met some headwinds here, but I made the right decision. Those ones are very, very even to salvage. And even if they had the worst of cases, because you have had couples who maybe it was a case of infidelity or even violence, and they reconcile and they have a beautiful marriage. It's because on their wedding day they knew they were honest with God, with themselves, and with each other. And even if they have gone through the trenches and they were at the rock bottom, it's easier for such a couple to rise and to be able to stand. But the ones that, even if they were not sincere with each other, the night before they knew, but they couldn't change, even if someone is given the best of trophies, even if one is married to Elon Musk, that marriage has no guarantee, has no lifeline, unless God really come and changes something or does something within that marriage. So if you were to ask me, that's why I think many relationships sort of are struggling. I don't want to say it's finances, it is communication. I want to base it on they are dishonest. They are dishonest. They are dishonest with God, with themselves, and towards their spouses.
Have you ever packed and left?
I almost.
You had packed?
I had packed.
You had packed.
But I didn't leave.
What stopped you? You have a place to go? What stopped you?
First, I can't remember exactly.
We try to remember what had happened.
What happened?
We have tried to remember. What was the issue?
I can't
remember. You don't remember the issue?
Yes.
That means it was not very big.
I think there were those moments I think we were trying to readjust. I think I wasn't hearing her. I wasn't hearing her.
But I was not packing to go to my relatives. I these will not look so good when I go back home.
Oh.
I was packing to go to a prayer center.
A prayer retreat.
The children were there?
No.
It was like a few months.
I wish all women pack to go to prayer. You go there and save your marriage in prayer.
Okay, she told me. I can't remember the issue, but I remember her telling me that I am not going to stay here. Then she told me, but don't worry, I'm not going back to our home and no one will know. So I asked her, where are you going? I'm going to a prayer center. Which one? Then she told me which one she was going to.
Yeah.
And I think that was a wake-up call for me because I was actually the marriage pastor.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm the one who was helping
the devil
couples.
is alive.
Imagine of all the people. So I'm here. I'm training to be a pastor, and I'm running the marriage ministry, premarital counseling. We are running many classes around.
Yeah.
We are inspiring and encouraging couples.
Yeah.
And then I
Yours
go
is
home,
packing.
and she tells me, "I'm going, and for you're going for 3 days, but I'm not staying here." And there is a point to rejoice because she didn't go. She didn't go. I don't know how we talked about that issue, and she didn't go. But that was a wake-up call to me. Yes.
What does it mean when a woman says you don't hear? Maybe a man will make them help the men. In this room, when a woman, because if we say it, they'll still not hear.
Okay.
When a woman tells a man, when a wife tells the husband, you don't hear me, what does she mean?
I think for me, how I interpreted it is that I didn't consider her opinion. I didn't think she has anything. I think I was a point of despising my wife in a sense. So she proposes something, but I'm not doing it. And though we can't remember what the issues were, but I think there were issues to do within our home. Within our home, maybe it's during that time that we're not doing devotions together or something like that. So, but I think that was it. I wasn't. Maybe I can answer it by giving a narrative. And here you might understand it better, Rodah.
Yes.
When you want to slaughter a chicken.
Yes, I will understand it.
Yes. That's what men unfortunately do. If I'm pursuing Joan, I throw grains and she builds trust with me and all that. And then when I get hold of her, I stop feeding her.
Feeding the grains.
Yes, I think that's where you're not hearing me. You lured me here. There are things, I know your ability because you used to do 1, 2, 3.
Flowers,
that's
chocolate.
Whatever it is, right? So you used to give me time, you used to appreciate me, you used to compliment me, and I came.
You used to have time for me.
Exactly. So you lured me into this.
Yeah.
Now you no longer have time for me. So I tell
You're still holding the chicken.
Yeah, I'm still holding the chicken because I haven't finished my story. So what I encourage the men is, yes, you get hold of that chick. Please now keep your hand open so that you can eat now even from your hand. Unfortunately, because the chicken has a beak, it might prick you here and there. You get, but it will be happy. So get whatever you used to do, now do it even better when she's close to you. But she might hurt you because when the chicken is out there, it won't hurt you. But when you are feeding it from your hand, it might prick you and all that. It might be a bit it might be a bit uncomfortable, but do it anyway. So that's the thing. Now feeding your girl from your hand, all those things, it is not an easy thing because there will be hits and misses here and there. Sometimes the chick might try to bring its beak, try to get the grains, and sometimes they are not there because they are finished. So you have to get them and continue feeding that. You get, and so that's why even Paul will say that washing her Washing her with the word.
Yes.
Do this always. So I think those are some of the things. So if you used to give her time, whatever there are things that you used to do, please continue doing them. Or have the mindset of doing them consistently. Even when seasons change, do it. But let your girl feel safe with you, that I wasn't cured. So many ladies complain that they are not being heard because, number one, they know the ability of their spouses to do it. That's what that's why they came in, but now they feel neglected. So you're no longer hearing me. Am I no longer interesting? You get? Because when you are pursuing me, even if I'll come slow, you had the patience to wait for me. You had time. You are staring at me. You're not looking
at your phone.
Yet, you are so focused. You're so focused. Yes, you're so focused on me. What has changed? I came because there were grains. And now you're no longer giving me. Now you start telling me that I'm a bother and all that. You're not hearing me.
Too emotional.
You get and all that. And when I come, if you feed me with the grains, you get a good chicken. In a sense, using that analogy, you get something good out of this. And all that. So I think that's how I can summarize that.
Yeah, that makes sense. The big S, submission. How is it for you?
Initially, I think I struggled, and I didn't know that I'm struggling with submission. But later in our marriage, I don't think I struggle with submission because I know his heart. I know his heart, and I know I'm submitted to a man who is like on my side, you know? And it's not like he's trying to oppress me or anything. And I remember one of the things, I don't know whether that can be counted as submission, but when we were newly married, because that first year, even when we are talking about me trying to leave or something, it's the year of getting to know each other. Two adults coming together and their way of living is different. And now this is manifesto, not campaign mode, you know? So I remember him telling me, I would not appreciate you changing bulb in my house. Because I used to do that. I used to live alone before I got married. I would change a bulb and even sink down there. I was a plumber.
An electrician.
I don't need to call...
hustler.
Hustler. Before I call a plumber, for sure this one is really bad. And then one day he told me, no, that is not your work. Maybe I was not used to be treated like a baby girl. Then one day I changed. And he said, but I told you not to change. This is my docket. And I was wondering, Kwani, what is the big issue here?
The bulb has been changed.
Yeah, the bulb has been changed. But when I realized what that means to him, that's his docket.
What does it mean?
I don't know. But now, one day, my cousin, whom we used to live with when I was a single girl, came and found me in the kitchen in a dark room. And
it wasn't dark, my dear. You were using the veranda.
Yeah, I was using the veranda, like the lights from veranda. That's what I was using. And my cousin asked me, so why haven't you changed this bulb? I told her, I'm waiting for my husband. And she asked me, she was single. She asked me, what is wrong with you? You have hands. But I remembered, my husband will not appreciate
if I change
this. This means a lot to him. Let him come. And that night he came. I asked him, have you come with a new bulb? No, I have forgotten. Another night of cooking in the dark. Me being patient.
We are following.
Me being patient and waiting.
For him to change. The bulb.
The bulb.
It was just the second day. It was not past 6 months. She'll be worried after 6 months.
And we waited. waiting. And I realized there are some things that really matter to him, and some also matter to me. And if there is a way, if that is maybe the way he felt respected, I don't know, then I am willing to do that. I was willing to wait. Waiting was not easy, waiting for that bulb. I think even the third day, my husband didn't bring the bulb.
No, be worried after 6 months.
After 6 months. And my cousin was wondering, you got married and somehow you became stupid, or what is wrong with you? You can't change a bulb, and we used to do these things on our own. You can change that tap in that sink. Do it.
I think I came into the marriage with very clear roles for men and for women. I knew, because when I was a boy, my work was to, that lantern back in the village. So my work was every evening to wipe it and to make it nice using the ash, and then the glass, the glass, and then wipe it and all that. Then I light. And then everywhere you can see nicely. So I think I came up with this concept of light is my responsibility.
Light is your docket.
Yes, even now, now when my wife is planning and budgeting even for the tokens, KPLC tokens, I always make sure that there is the money that she has budgeted for. It's not enough, but I make sure that I top up every month. It's my docket, it's my role to make sure that there is light in the house. You get even now. So and then it was dirty work. Because you have to take the ash from the kitchen, and then you wipe the glass, you make sure that everything is fine, you check the wick, you check the level of the paraffin, and all that. And I'm the one who used to, I don't think my sisters know how to light that lantern. You get, and then I place it somewhere where everybody will be able to see. So, and you see, I have spent a lot of time either washing or just wiping it with all manner of things. And because it's a dirty work, it's a man's job. So in my house, the reason why I was mad is because I found her on a blue stool, trying to fix the bulb.
The blue plastic stool?
Yes, we had one.
That one fall down.
Yeah, we had
I have one. I think it's also blue.
So
I was not that
she was very light. So I'm here trying to think, hey, she falls down. What did I tell people? That my fell off from the stool doing. So I said, I gave a command.
In my house.
In my house, you will never change a bulb. Then she has, so it'll be in darkness. Yes, so that you can know I'm not in. You know that I'm not in. Something like that. And I because I think it took me to, background. Now, if something happens, this is a dirty job. This is not a girly thing to do. And then she's telling me, but I've been living alone and I've been changing the bulbs. No, but that's why I had to come now to the place in my house. Not changing of bulbs. She has never changed a bulb since then.
Yeah, but I don't think
you struggle with
submission. My husband is the best person to say that.
What is submission to you?
Yes, we have to define what that looks like.
Then she'll define love.
Yes.
Okay.
Because number one is for me, what I think and believe is that even the Word of God tells us as men to love our women, to love our wives, as Christ loved the church to the point that he died for it. And women there is a place of mutual, first number one, mutual submission, and then wives submit to your husbands as unto the Lord. In that case, for me as a man, my role is not to withhold love. Submission is not for me to ask. My role is not to withhold love. I think my wife, for her it's easy to love. Submission is hard. But her place is not to withhold submission. And my role is not to withhold love. Because love is very foreign even to me, and I can withhold it for my own maybe selfish gains.
Yeah.
And for her, she can misuse or withhold submission for her own, for her own selfish gains. So for me, I believe that, submission is for me submission is not my role.
Yeah.
It's not my part. I have to do my part.
Yes.
Where it is to be able to love my wife freely. Most times, I think we do it the opposite way. We demand submission. You must be submitted to me. By the time I'm coming to ask my wife to be submitted to me, in most cases, I haven't loved her. And I believe the other way around is the truth. And so, now having done that, have I been able to love? Then, if you ask me, what is submission? I don't really know what submission is. You get? Because my role is number one, to love. My place is never to demand submission. From my wife. But as they define it here in this contemporary world, has my wife been submissive? I think so. I think so. Number one, we have agreed in mind. We are together in mind and in heart and in purpose. We are sort of together. She gets me. You get? She gets me, and she's there for my own good. I understand my wife's heart. Even when she comes to me and tells me, "Hey, we need to change 1, 2, 3," I think those things they are very. It's because I haven't understood her heart. Secondly, the other part is that when men talk about submission, they are looking at the other one being subservient and all that. So I told you, you know what? I love my wife's rough. My wife is very rough. She can be very rough. You get? She can talk to you roughly. She can do things rough. Those things. But imagine, I like it. And so she's coming here, like being rained on, cut, and all that. I don't know what to do with that. That's not me. I like it. I like it when you are rough. You should even hear our conversation. You can't imagine that it's my wife because she'll talk to me what the world may consider rudely. But I like it anyway. So you can only imagine a girl who's been told, submission. You must look you must look beaten by life and all that. And then here I'm demanding. No, I want the real person, who will confront me. Why did you do 1, 2, 3? You get? I may not have an answer at that moment. She's not looking submitted. But imagine I like that. I don't know what to do with women who look. Naomba, and all that. I don't know what to do with that. And all that. I don't know what to do with that. You get? So that's why I'm trying to come and say, I don't know, maybe I may not give you a definite what submission is, but I know my wife. I know her. I know where I belong in her life and in her heart. I know she's there for my best of interest. I know she prays for me and she loves. I know she longs for me to come back home so that we may be able to be together. Whatever comes out of that, I don't know if it's submission. I don't know what to call it. But for me,
don't do this at home. That is
yes. But for me, I'm enjoying. But again, we are one in mind, in heart, and in purpose. Whatever else happens there, I am good, and maybe that's what submission really is.
What is love? Are you loved?
Oh yeah, loved. I'm loved by my husband here. But I'm thinking, do I stick to the definition I know
of love,
of what Paul gave us in the Bible? That's the 2 words that love is kind and patient. And my husband here has been very kind. And I feel like that is, when he's kind to me, that is love. It's enough. And then he understands my language of love, even now when he's patient with me. And he keeps saying that patience has no aspect of
function of
time. And so because I am not perfect,
so
the Bible says
I can't say I will be patient until tomorrow.
No.
You're not patient.
It's not patient. Yes, the Bible says in the book of James, to be patient until the coming of the Lord.
Oh, the Lord.
So if you want to know how long should you be patient with your husband or with your wife,
until the
coming of the Lord.
Love is patient.
Yes. So that's when you shall be able to say, I have been patient until the coming of the Lord. And so I think that's that you live with that hope. One day it will end.
Yeah.
Even the Paul will say, now these three remain. Faith. Have faith that your spouse gonna, life gonna improve. Hope. Have the next day will be better. And love, but the greatest of this is love. There is a day that we will not need to be patient. There is a day that we will not need to have faith. There is a time that we need not to have hope because we'll be in the presence of the Lord. And now that's when love will become complete. So as you're waiting, here we'll be having glimpses sometimes of love, but it will never be perfect until the Lord's coming. That's when it shall be perfected.
That is love.
Yeah, patience and kindness. Even when he's correcting me or giving a feedback that I do not like. Is he kind with his words? So I feel like, that is love for me.
You have been loved.
I have been loved.
As we conclude, 14 years in marriage, what has kept you? I think you have had reasons to go. Reasons come and go, but you have stayed. Why have you stayed for 14 years?
14 years. Number one, I can say God has kept us. But also, when I was coming into this marriage, I did not have a plan B. For me, I did not have a plan B. And again, another thing that has kept me in this marriage is the friendship we share. I look forward to sharing things with my husband, stories, all manner of things. So and he has created a safe space and a wonderful environment for me to thrive at home. So that has kept me going, and I feel I'm happy.
And you're here to stay.
Oh, I'm here to stay. I do not have a plan B. I do not have a plan B.
I hear nowadays even men pack.
Oh, yes, they do.
Why haven't you packed? Apart from you being our pastor.
Another reason.
My job is tied to the success of my marriage. I think
you
number
better
one.
Stay if you want to keep your job.
I think for me, as I told you earlier, I really wanted to get married.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to get married, to have a home, and to have children, and to have a job. So sometimes when Joan asks me, "What is your vision?" I'm living my vision. This is my dream. I'm living my dream. I have I have work ministry that I'm doing, which I love. I have my wife whom I love, and have my children whom I love. So what else are you telling me that I have to think about the future?
Vision.
And all that. So that is less of my concern. But if to answer your question, what keeps us? When I met Joan in 2010, I think I loved her. And me loving her made me to commit to her. I think at one point it changes because I have all reasons to leave. You get, if I can come and say that my wife is rough. My wife is all manner of things. I can look for excuses. But on this other end, what keeps me in my marriage is, number one, I'm deeply committed. And me being committed, I think love follows. So on the other, I think the dating stage is you love, then you commit. I think in marriage, you commit, then love comes from nowhere. You get it? It springs up like just comes out like oasis from wherever that you can be refreshed. When you look this side, I'm refreshed. When I see her food, when I eat her food, when I see her out there, I think love now mushrooms from everywhere. And I think the question I always ask myself is, am I committed? And if I'm committed, love will come. Because sometimes, my wife will make me angry. And at that moment, I don't have that love. But I ask myself, am I committed? I look at her and say, I am committed to this girl. Just by telling myself that. Imagine I find reason to love her, even when she has hurt me, when she has disappointed me. So I want to answer your question by saying that it is that part of commitment. Finally, is the understanding that opposites attracts. If you are not careful, opposite distracts. So you become distracted by the things that first brought you together. And if you're not careful, opposite attacks. Opposite attracts, distracts, and then attacks. You get at the end is to know that there is something unique about my wife. That when harnessed together, when we come together, it becomes such a powerful force. My wife loves hosting. I love speaking to people. So if we combine the two, I can't cook, I can't host. Sometimes she doesn't want to speak to people because especially when sometimes people will come to us and the stories that they are sharing or the help that they need, Joan is thinking they have all the help that they needed. How are people thinking like that? I thought those people are intelligent. How come they are thinking like that? And here I'm telling her, no, hold on, my dear, hold on. Let them bring all their nuances here. Let them share everything here and all that. And Joan is like, you're so patient with people. I couldn't be patient like that. So she brings something, I bring something, and that becomes, I think, something that is beneficial to others. So opposite attracts. Let it remain there. If it's that distracting, then ask yourself, are we missing something? By the time, so that you may prevent and protect yourself from reaching the place that you start attacking each other and all that. And the same things that brought you together are the same things that brings the couples, separates them. The things that attracted you, if they are not harnessed for good, they start becoming an issue in the marriage. So I'll answer it like that. Knowing who you married someone who is opposite, and we'll have irreconcilable differences. She's a woman, I am a man. We'll never reconcile. We'll never reconcile that. And but we can harness that. And secondly is now is commitment. So I'm more committed to my wife than maybe love, but outside of that, in that, love emanates and grows.
How does fighting look like here? How do you fight?
Is it?
You want to help? You want us to start a fight now?
No. I want to know, is there someone who walks out? Someone who goes mute? Someone else who wants to solve now?
Joan is unable to say this, but let me take this as a pride moment. We nowadays, and this is the truth, and this is not to show ourselves as people who are proud or even perfect. Imagine nowadays we don't fight.
It's been a while.
You don't fight?
It's been such a long while.
You don't argue?
I don't think we argue. Even in arguing, is that we are on the same side.
Do you disagree?
No.
Not on so many things. And when we are like what? I can't.
The things that we disagree on, they are very... Should we pay that tomorrow or the day after? They're neither here nor there. However, we used to really fight. And I want to share this so that maybe someone can have hope. We used to really fight. We were struggling in many ways. Maybe Joan, you can say how we used to fight.
Please, Joan.
So there's a time I remember, even after our fight, we couldn't talk to each other. And I could serve food like that. At least I used to serve food.
At least you still serve.
Imagine moments like this one. You serve and you want to go. You go away. But I can't remember having a silent moment for a very long time. We'll still come back and resolve. But we used to fight, and for sure I can't remember exactly
the why.
The why. The why. Maybe the reason why he's saying we no longer fight nowadays is because even if we argue, this, we can't say it's a conflict.
No,
We don't feel like anyone is hurt. And we move on. But our fights used to be ugly in a way that we are not talking to each other but treating each other badly. Yeah.
Oh.
And also because if you are to ask me how we fight, Joan is the one who addresses the matter.
Yes.
Right there.
Right.
Yes.
You have done this. Let's stop everything
Let's
that you're
talk
doing
about it.
and talk about that. Why did you do it? I want to understand why you did that. I want
why.
what motivated you. What are you going to do so that it doesn't repeat? We don't repeat again this mess and many other things. So I feel like I'm being judged. I'm in the courtroom. And for me, I used to run away. I'll run away. And this is what I never had the courage to share. The moment, especially because many times I've made my wife angry, is number one, I was running away from. You see, my dream was to get married.
Yes.
And to have a family and all that. That was my goal. That was my dream. Please, guys, don't follow me. Don't be like me. Have other dreams, maybe. But that was my dream.
Yeah.
So anytime that there's a conflict, I am reacting. How bad am I?
Yeah.
That I'll cause my wife to cry. Yes, I'm spoiling things. I'm the one who is ruining that. So what do? I go on the side just to try to process that. And then Joan thinks that I'm running away. I am very passive. I don't like sorting out issues. How are you gonna sort out issues if I always run away? But I'm trying to go and take stock of how my decision making process. And so she forces herself into my environment.
Yeah.
So you see, I haven't first reconciled with myself, so that I may come and reconcile with her. And so she's here. So what will I do? I say I apologize quite fast.
Yeah.
So that I may be able to pacify the situation and have peace and move forward. And then Joan discovered that, and she started saying, "No, I don't want your pole. I don't want your sorry. Your sorry comes
fast.
very quickly. Why are you giving me your sorry very quickly? So then I wonder, what do women want?
It has not.
Now it's women. now it's women.
Yes, the stereotypes.
Yeah.
So what is it? What do you want? I've said sorry. And Joan will say, your sorry is not genuine. It's not sincere. Because you want to understand, how did you end up here? I'm trying to understand you.
Yes.
And for me here, I'm thinking I'm being judged. My marriage is going to collapse and all that. So my dreams are going to be shattered. So we used to sort out conflicts. What they say, psychologists say that one is a fighter. Joan is a fighter. I'm one who runs away from that.
Flight.
Yes, I take a flight and run away. But then we found a balance. Maybe in our 4th, 5th year or 6th year of marriage, maybe around there, where I came to understand why my wife really pursues me.
Yeah.
And why I run away. So we came up with a model where we said, you are going to, whenever we have an issue, give me what we would call cooling off periods.
Yeah.
Naturally, I'll sort out an issue after 1 week.
Oh, imagine.
Yes,
That's like a year.
Yeah.
Yes, after one.
What are we doing
from within a year.
exactly?
You know what I'm hoping silently?
Yeah.
The issue will automatically sort
Disappear.
itself, and she understands me. And Joan here wants the issue to be sorted right there. So she's waiting for me to come.
Yes.
Hey, hi, by the way, we have an issue.
Yes.
We need to talk out this issue out. And so I realized that her model sorting out conflicts is affecting me, but my delaying tactics are also hurting her. So what we discovered is now agreeing. Hey, we may not talk today. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll go here and here, and I'll let's meet tomorrow. We address this, and so we came up. She was able to extend a lot of grace. Let's not talk about it today. We can talk about tomorrow, kesho kutwa, and all that. Then after that, we'll be able to address this issue well. But also, I'm processing now. I have to process. I have to increase my RAM in my head to process this issue quite fast. And again, she has to slow down a little bit and process it so that when we meet, we are having a mature conversation. I think that's what maybe sorted us out, and we started really not having issue. I think from the 8th year in marriage, those fights that you either you are prepared to, your gloves are off. Your gloves are off. So even when I make a mess, I'll tell her, hey, my dear, this is what I've done. I've done 1, 2, 3. Imagine. So please, now you need to cover me. You get to please cover me here. All right, now I'll cover you. Don't repeat again. And even when she makes mistakes, you tell me, hey, my dear, please cover me here. I did this thing it was a very wrong thing that I did to you, but please cover me. I was doing it in this way. And so you find the issues that would last for 3 or 4 weeks. Yes, it lasts only maybe a couple of hours. So I think that's what we have learned about conflicts in marriage.
So you grow. It's something you grow.
Yes, and I think there is hope. Many of our anniversaries, we never used to celebrate them with.
You are twins.
Yes.
I've fought with my husband almost all our anniversaries.
So I used to,
the last one he told me unakaa nyumbani anywhere.
So we used to fight. Most of the anniversaries, we are fighting, but nowadays I think now it's celebration. But that celebration has not come from a void. It has come from a place that we have been from a furnace. You get from a furnace. We know why we are celebrating our 14th anniversary now. This is a gift that, number one, you never deserved. Joan is a gift that I never deserved. I hope the same way. Maybe you deserved others. So you had better options. So, but for me, I celebrate every anniversary. This is a gift that I never deserved. And so I look forward to celebrate that because I know we have come from somewhere. So I think those initial years, maybe 7 years of being sort of in a furnace, they have yielded something good and something beautiful, and we look forward. Now I can post. Long time ago, I used to post on my Facebook. It's our anniversary. 3 lessons that I've learned in marriage. 5 lessons, 6 lessons. You remember that time? I used to post. Yes, I stopped.
Why?
I think I was forcing issues. But
it's the anniversary. We have pressure. We must, me, I have a marriage show. I have to do that.
Whether we are not talking, you put pressure on yourself. Why do you have to post?
Whether we are not talking.
And I remember that no one actually remembers my anniversary. But now, but now, if I write something, if I'm posting something, because I'm more active on social media than my wife, it is actually real celebration. Because we during those moments of being in a furnace, you feel like I have to look for a reason to why I'm celebrating.
I decided to be scheduling when I'm happy. Like our anniversary is in August 31st. I've already scheduled on Facebook.
Okay. So it will go automatically.
So that if that day I don't have words. If you are angry,
but over the years, I've come to learn that I have, even when I'm posting, reminding my friends that it's our anniversary, my words have become very few. A long time ago, they were a lot. Lessons. They were a lot, but they didn't have that love. They were lavish words without love. But now I think I have so much love. I can only condense it.
An emoji.
Yes, with emoji.
Will soon be an emoji.
Imagine. But that's where love
is.
Thank you.
Where we have to end this, someone is just married or just gotten married. One thing you would tell that woman. They are mengia to 1 month in marriage. They are watching this.
Be patient in this process of becoming, becoming one. It's messy. It's painful sometimes. But in the midst of that chaotic, messy, find moments of joy. So be patient with your husband because you're all learning each other. But most importantly, ask God to teach you how to do this thing, to do marriage. He's the only one who can teach you well. And then because we can get all sources of information from many sources, but only God can teach you well.
Amen.
So be patient.
Be patient.
Be patient. And not every conflict is about my marriage is ending.
Oh, yeah.
Not every conflict. Sometimes you just have to sit and see how things unfold.
A bad day does not mean you have a bad life.
Yeah, true.
What do you tell this man? Very happy.
I can tell the number one, believe in the word of God when it says in the book of Proverbs that he who gets a wife gets a good thing and obtains favor. Many men get married or we add our own word there that he who gets a good wife gets a good thing.
So as long as it's a wife,
as long as it's yes.
We are favor.
Did you bring that that woman that you brought before the Lord?
Favor.
And you say that this is my wife. There is so much favor in that God pours in that relationship.
Yeah.
When Adam and Eve sinned, Adam was calling Eve, or before that he was being called maybe babes, this bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh, shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man. But later they sin. There is something in Genesis chapter 3 verse 20 that says, and Adam named his wife Eve, for she will become the mother of all the living. And I think that struck me. I saw that not too long ago. Even in the moments of chaos and disappointment, and death has come because of the acts of the wife, Adam still named his wife and gave her such a beautiful name, Eve, for she will become the mother of all the living. And I think even the Bible honors that because Eve's death is not recorded in the Bible. So it's like, we know when Adam died, 96 years, and many other men. But for Eve, the Bible ignored her death. I think in honor of Adam's, prophecy or something like that. So what is it? What's the name that you give your wife during those moments of crisis? I think that really matters. Convictions in marriage and commitment in marriage is more enhanced by the name that you give your wife. If you say that she's not submissive, if you say that she doesn't care, she's really, she lives, she doesn't meet my needs and many other things, that will be it. But I think we have something to learn from Adam. Adam named his wife Eve. So what's the name that you give to your spouse, to your wife during those moments? He who gets a wife gets a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. You have to see things from God's perspective about your woman, not from your own perspective. Because from your own perspective,
things that are not
so you must change. Please change position. Change position and go and see, God, how are you seeing this?
How is this fair?
God, then God will tell you, look at it. And he who gets a wife gets a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. And I think from there, you'll be able to give the appropriate name, even in moments of chaos and all that. I think those are that's what I can be able to encourage someone. I think there is hope. Many times people want to, men, we get married. Let me digress a bit and say, we get married and we have this woman in our mind. Please, when you get married, please get that woman out of your mind. That utopia. That utopia. You get. There is one musician, not a gospel one, who said, "Get out of my mind and get into my car." You got get. I want to see that one that I've been thinking about. Get her out. If you continue, you're married to a physical woman here, but you have another one in utopia, you can't be polygamous. It's going to mess you up. So you now live with someone, flesh and blood, a sinful being who can mess you up just the same way that you can mess up the other one. So relate with this one. Leave the other one in your mind. Leave her out there. I mean, just forget. Ask God to erase that memory and start interacting with the real one that you have. And I pray that God, through that, God pours His grace and His love.
Wow, thank you so much.
Santi.
I wanted to conclude 5 times so that the pastor knows how we feel on Sundays.
I repent.
But this is the
I repent.
last
I'll never do
time
it again. I'm sorry.
And now this is the last time we are concluding.
Yes.
Maybe you can welcome people in Ruaka to Mamlaka.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are a community of believers. We worship the Lord and fellowship with each other. We encourage each other with the word of God and in prayer. So welcome to our church to fellowship with us, Mamlaka Hill Chapel, Ruaka. That's where I serve, but you can even go to our Mamlaka Hill Chapel city campus. If you're in Diani, we have Diani campus. And by the time this thing is going out there live, we should be having a campus in Kisumu. So please join us there, fellowship with us. Our vision is empowered to transform live societies and the world. So you're welcome to enjoy the empowering of the Holy Spirit to transform our lives and to change the societies around us. So karibu sana, and it will be a joy to host you.
Asante.
Thank you.
Service starts at 9, and one thing he has not told you, they serve tea.
Yeah.
I've been visiting for 13
I know
weeks.
tea. I know tea is close to your heart.
Yes, I've been visiting for 13 weeks. Maybe it's the tea. Well, thank you so much for your time and your wisdom. We've learned a lot. Let us know what you've learned in the comment section and who you want us to have next. And remember to honor marriage. The Bible says marriage should be honored by all. Honor the marriages around you, and let's continue praying for one another. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.